Hi, my name is Chris Little, and I am the host of The Lifestyle Chase. In 2018, I started this show to have meaningful conversations. I've interviewed over 100 different people, both in and out of the fitness industry. This podcast is something I'm incredibly proud of. Welcome to Season 4. Thanks for joining me.
I didn't mention this. I should have mentioned this with the time management thing, but we have business coaches, business mentors. They come in and kind of act as, I guess, like a manager to us. Like you're kind of paying them to manage you in a weird way. But they really help find that focus, find the task to work on, find the you should be doing this type thing and organizing to some degree. It's still obviously up to us to organize the day-to-day and to get things done when we get things done along with everything else. But they help with clarity moving forward.
Then
just like a lifting coach would.
It totally makes sense. And I mean, for myself, I am always like very picky about like the term business coach, just because I'm like, well, I mean, there's good ones and there's bad ones. But when it comes to everything, like when it comes to like vegetable salespeople, like there's good vegetable salespeople and bad vegetable salespeople kind of thing. But like within your experience with working with other coaches, whether it be for your athletic performance or your business performance, what are the things that stand out for you? Like, do you have to build strong communication or trust, or is it something that they do, or what is it?
Yeah, with the lifting coaches, it's like, I know what to do. Like I coach people for a living. I know how to get strong, but it's just having someone to lean on, to talk to bounce ideas off, things like that, to tell you and to stop being tell me to stop being emotional when I'm in mid prep and I'm worried about if I'm not going to hit a number or whatever, and to just be objective about it. I've always, when you say quite picky, for me, it's always like, can I have a conversation with this person and have a laugh? Like, could I go and have a drink with this person and have fun? Like, that's important to me as well. Like, I don't need a dictator that I feel like I need to, just have a robot just telling me what to do type thing. It's important to me to have fun with it as well. And then the business coach, obviously it's different because that's a world that we're not as well versed in, that we do need help with. Some of the systems, we've just never done it before. So the guidance, the actual knowledge of business and stuff like that is much, much more important to us. So it's a little bit of a different choice. But I've had, as you said, business coach is such a hard term because like as soon as you think business coach, you think like the sleazy marketing dude that's like sliding in your DMs going like, hey man, you want to earn an extra 10K? You're like, fuck off. But for us, it was just finding the right person that kind of understood what we want, because most of these, like, they're trying to make you more money, right? Which is great. Like, that's hopefully part of your fucking business plan is to make more money. Otherwise you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of them are just only concerned about the money. Like, all right, how much can I make you in sales and things like that? But like, we were lucky that our current business coach, she runs a strength gym. She knows what it's like. She knows what it is she knows that the community feel that we're going for, the value that we're trying to give, and is helping us build that along with the behind the scenes, the back end systems, the front end systems that are the marketing that's going to bring people in and lead to making money and paying the bills. Right. But like, she understands that we're in this to help people as well. So she's not trying to talk us into group fitness class models that we just don't want to do, because like they make a lot of money, but I could not do it. It just is not for me. I don't enjoy it. So there's no point in making a heap of money doing something I hate. May as well go work in a bank. But finding someone that resonates, has the same values as you, knows exactly what you want, as opposed to just make more money, I think was our biggest lesson with finding the right kind of business mentor / coach.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, one of the things that you pointed out that stood out to me was just outlining how the person that you're working with actually does the thing that they're coaching. Like, what I often find is it's like the people that are out there that are claiming to be coaches, like business coaches, that sketch me right out and are red flags for me are when, like, if they haven't done the thing they claim to coach for more than 3 years, like, get out of my face. Like, you have no
Three
business
years is
coaching
still
me. Like,
3 years is still generous, man. Like, I would be like, fuck, I want you in it for like a decade or some
yeah.
shit like that.
Well, like honestly, there are going to be anomalies where there's people that bring good communication skills to their coaching and stuff. So I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Basically, if I'm still following the person, they're probably okay. But with regards to people that I have worked with, usually they have like more than 10 years. And
Hmm.
you can see that they are honing their craft. And for me, a big foundation is trust. Like, I want this person to be the kind of person that would change my tire when my tire goes flat. Like, I need to be able to trust that they really actually care about me, that that it's more than transactional, but that we have like a lifelong connection. But I'm like, because of my personality type, I'm a bit more like discerning of that kind of stuff. But I think it's important. So when people are looking for coaches and stuff in that capacity, I like, don't be shy to check out their LinkedIn and see what they did 5 years ago. And if it's exactly what you're doing, maybe you could look and find somebody that's been doing the thing that they're doing for longer, or they've got like 10 years of experience in the thing that they coach. Like, we both know Kyle Dobbs and Matt Domney, and Kyle has been doing his thing for like 14 years or something. Like,
Hmm.
he worked up in the ranks of like commercial facilities and larger companies and larger entities and had leadership roles, and then went and developed himself with like master's degree and all these different things. And like, that's why I showed his name from the rooftops, because he gave me a reason to, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely knows, definitely has the background to back it up, and has the results to back it up as well. You can tell by the way he speaks and the way he communicates. Um, yeah, I wouldn't be it even where I'm at. Like, obviously, we haven't had the most, I guess, efficient way of getting to where we are. Like, it could have been a lot quicker if you write people at the start or were guided differently at the start. I don't know. Like, all I'm saying is that I don't think that there probably are people out there who level up a bit quicker and can get to that point where they're a competent teacher or a competent mentor quicker. But I still wouldn't be confident in teaching that side of things to people at all after how long we've been in the game. I'm only just this year, like 6 months ago, launched our first powerlifting mentorship
Mm-hmm.
after coaching mentorship after coaching for well over a decade. So, I mean, and it's still like that was the first iteration, and now that it's all finished and done, I'm like, fuck, we need to do this and do that and do that and make it heaps better. So yeah, I can't repeat what you said enough. I think it's super important.
Well, I mean, one thing that I will just highlight as we sort of draw this episode to a close is that, like, there are a lot of really cool people out there that offer mentorships. There are a lot of people that like, the mentorship can cover different aspects of a person's business. So you'll see some, and like, the mentorship is more on
Oh,
communication, and others it's like more on like how to program a person's like online program, and others it could be like biomechanics. And so you kind of have to find within yourself what you want to do the most, and then match yourself up with those people. And sometimes it's just a matter of matching up with people that you want to have a beer with. And other times it's matching yourself with people who would stand up for you in a dark alley. Like, it kind of depends on what personality that you are. But like, there are a lot of people that have, because of technology, we're able to connect and like have like these messaging threads and group Zoom calls and stuff. Because of that, everybody is able to support each other in ways that they never could before. And so, even though they might have to be pickier about like a business coach, they could totally find opportunities where like different mentorship opportunities might strengthen some of their weaknesses, like we talked about before. With like any kind of a team is going to have different members that have different strengths, and sometimes like a new member that has strengths in like media, or a strength in like just speaking to people in front of a crowd, like those strengths can kind of sharpen the pencil in a career journey. So hopefully people don't just completely disregard all the opportunities that are in front of them, but just that they're more picky.
100%. You should be trying to learn everything. Coaching is such a weird job there. It's not just about programming, or it's not just about, biomechanics or whatever like that. Like I was speaking to one of my clients who, like a lot of my clients, happens to be a coach yesterday, and was just talking about like pronation in a squat and just like foot stuff in general. And I was like, our conversation was basically, hey, like stop trying to fucking think about what the foot's doing, and maybe the body is just a little bit smarter than what we think, and it can just do that shit itself. That was the gist of the conversation, but it led us to talking about just foot mechanics and all that stuff in general, which ended up with me linking it to like the anatomy and motion course, which I love. I did the lower limb closed chain stuff on that, and after I said, to be completely honest with you, I probably don't use 99% of like what is in it directly anyway. And I don't think that the course is going to directly make you a better coach. Like, I don't think as a powerlifting coach, I don't think you're going to be able to take stuff from it and go like, yep, do this tomorrow and you'll fucking be a gun. Like it's not that sort of thing. But if you understand that sort of stuff, and if you expand like the whole knowledge base and like those little things that can just help you understand how like just things move, how things integrate, it's all useful. So like, I just feel like doing lots of little courses like that in lots of different areas, whether they're like completely relevant to your position or not, is still super important.
Definitely. So as we finish off this series of episodes, we're probably going to break this into 3 or 4 chunks and release them throughout the week. What is a piece of advice that you want to leave with the audience? Just something that you think will impact them at the start of their week on, like, let's say a Monday or something, that'll be a game changer for them.
Oh, man, fuck. No idea. Really don't know. Oh, man. This is, I remember the last podcast when we did the disappearing podcast that we never spoken of again. We had a real solid theme, and I remember what we spoke about on that for this. But this one has gone so general and broad. I feel like the amount of direct, exact advice is to implement is.
Just think about life through your lens, like your human experience, and like if somebody were to give you a piece of advice, what would you have benefited from, like on the Monday in comparison to now or later on in the week? And then just give that advice to the audience because they might be able to relate.
Man, I don't know. No, fuck. Sorry, I've mind blanked me out of it.
All good, all good. So I'll take over for you. I'll give the advice this time. And it's like the first time I've ever had to do this. But the thing is, honestly, sometimes I think people like hold off too much on like taking that next leap or doing that next opportunity. And in the past like hour, we've chatted about everything from like starting a podcast to running a business to making big changes and going on trips and just like making things priority, like prioritizing our time and all that stuff. What I'm going to focus on here for like the challenge that I think will help people is if there's something on a person's mind that they're thinking about doing, like you talked about the podcast, stop hesitating and just do one thing that locks you into actually delivering on it, kind of thing. Like, so if I was in your shoes and you're talking about the podcast, I would name the podcast and do a post that said, hey, this is coming. It doesn't matter when it's coming, but then once you've made the post, it holds you accountable to like following through, because that's something I will look forward to listening to because I listen to everybody's show. Already built the room. It's
yeah. There.
Well, I mean, you're locked in, but I don't.
Couches are in.
I don't think that I saw the post. So I want to see the post with the couches in the post.
I'll send you a picture.
Excellent. Sweet. All right. Well, with that being said, that is our episode.